Hey you guys, it's Amy Gretchen. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be working on another Project Life spread. This one is from 2021, and I'm actually going to be combining 2 weeks, week 31 and 32, so kind of the first part of August. I think it's possible that I had enough to do 2 different spreads, but I just decided to combine them in one based on the stories that I felt like I really wanted to tell from this week. I'm also going to be using Allie Edwards' Teach Story Kit, and that's the supplies that I have in front of me that I'm just going to walk through right now. I'm just going to set my photos off to the side for now. As always, we've got the 4x6 photos and the 3x4 photos, which I will go through in just a moment. It always comes with some kind of chipboard set. This one is circles. This one does not have adhesive on the back, but that's okay because you can just add adhesive. A part of me likes that in a way because it allows me some flexibility when I'm putting down the embellishments. I can use some liquid glue and kind of move it around until I get it in the right place. Then we've got some word phrase stickers. This is white with green writing, which I really like that, the green. I think the colors in this kit are really great. Then we've got some puffy stickers. These are all sentiments about teach or teaching, a lot of learn as well. And then we've got some stars. And then there are more stars here. There are variety of sizes. They're pretty thin and they don't have adhesive on the back, but they've, got a small, a medium, and then a large star, and I think they're really pretty. If this isn't something that I end up using on this kit, it's something I will for sure save for my December daily because I think this would be a really great option for December daily as well. And then of course it always comes with the teach word. So I don't think I'm going to be using that this time, but I just wanted you to know that that is available in the kit. Oh, one more thing I forgot to share. There are these labels. They are transparent labels, I guess. They're kind of smooth. I think I might want to use these, and I'm trying to figure out how I would write on them, but I really like how they're all different sizes and different colors. So let's just jump in and get started and see where this goes. All right, you guys, so like always, I'm going to jump in and lay down my photos. It's kind of the first thing I do as a foundation for the layout. And I also wanted you to be aware of, so I've got that one photo that has obviously people in it and I'm covering their faces with the white piece of paper. I felt like that was probably the nicest way of doing it. Oftentimes when I put Post-it notes or anything a little bit sticky on my print or on my photo, it often will ruin the finish of the photo. So I just kind of wrapped paper around it. So I wanted you to be aware that I did that just because obviously for privacy reasons, none of these people agreed to be on my YouTube channel. So that's the reason why I was covering their faces. So hopefully you'll still be able to get a really good idea of what this layout is going to look like, even though it's got that white stripe. So once I've got my photos down, I'm looking through all the cards. Like I said earlier, I really liked the colors that were chosen for this kit. I like how they were a little bit more muted. We've got some grays, some kind of like a muted coral color. I really liked the boxes. So you'll see when I go through the 3x4 cards, there's like a card that has 6 boxes. That one that I'm showing you right there in my right hand, I was really contemplating using that because I just really loved the way that looked. I was thinking about cutting it up. Ultimately, I don't end up using it, but I do have it saved so that I can use it for another project. So I'm just kind of moving things around, seeing what I like, grabbing some of the embellishments and seeing how I feel about that. The one thing about this kit that I thought was a little bit more challenging is I feel like when it comes to Project Life, a theme like teach was kind of hard. I didn't have anything in particular that I could think of specifically that I wanted to, or any stories really around the word teach. And so I felt like I had to be pretty generic as I was choosing the embellishments for this kit. And what's really awesome about these story kits is you can really hone in and you can tell stories about the theme. You know, I could do some scrapbook pages about teach, or even if I had a week, you know, maybe I was a teacher, or, you know, the first day of school or something, you know, maybe there was something that really lent itself to it. But if you don't, I feel like there's enough embellishments that really allow you to tell a variety of stories, even though this theme is very, very specific. So I just wanted you to be aware of that, you know, this is the teach theme, but you can see that I've got a lot more about learning and lessons learned and here to learn than I do about specifically about teaching. So just wanted you to be aware of that if you have not subscribed to the story kits yet. So what I decided, so I kind of like bypassed working through the labels, but what I decided is I wanted to add some of these labels to the photo because I'm combining 2 weeks. There's just obviously a lot going on and a lot of stories that I wanted to tell. And so I thought it'd be nice to add some of those stories to the actual photos. And I didn't know what marker I could use. Maybe I could have used a Sharpie on this. This plastic is pretty smooth. And so I didn't try a Sharpie, but I decided that I would just, you know, type it out and then cut it up into strips. And I really liked the way that looked. As I was cutting it up, I realized I made a mistake. And on 2 of the stories that I had told, there were spelling errors. So I knew that I already had to go back in and adjust that. But I also realized as I was putting down the word strips that I needed the spacing to be a little bit tighter just because that label was a little bit smaller. And I definitely wanted it to, you know, come off of the photo. So I ended up going back and redoing it, mostly to change the spelling errors, but also to correct some of that spacing just to make it a little bit easier because some of the stories were longer than others. So that was me going back and fixing it. I kind of just did, you know, obviously cut to where I'm coming back, and I figured out it was a lot easier to cut all of the strips together and then, you know, kind of puzzle piece them together. So now I'm going to piece them all together now that I've got the labels already adhered with a staple onto the photo. So I kind of, you know, missed sharing that, but you guys got to see exactly what I was doing there. So you can see that these word strips are going to fit a lot better onto that label. So I am now just going to, and I think I'm going to skip a lot of this as well because I feel it's very repetitive and you probably don't want to sit through all of this. But really, it's just as simple as adding the adhesive right onto the word strip and then adding that right onto the label. So I actually just took a little bit of a break from doing this voiceover, and I grabbed one of the labels that I didn't use and one of my Sharpie markers, and it looks like the Sharpie marker writes really well on there. So if you didn't want the hassle of creating word strips like I have here to tell my story, you could just do it with like an ultra fine Sharpie and tell your story that way, or maybe even one of the thicker Sharpies and you could just do 1 or 2 words. So there's a lot of different uses for these labels. Obviously you could add some embellishments to them as well, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I did test out a Sharpie for you, and it looks like it works really great. You just need to give it, I would say, about 30 seconds to make sure that it's dry so that it doesn't smudge or anything like that. So anyway, as promised, I sped through the majority of it just so you didn't have to watch me be so repetitive. But I really like the way the word strip looks on the labels, and I like how it allowed me to tell a little bit more of the story because the type is so small. That is the one benefit about typing your journaling, is I feel like you can get a lot more of the story told, where oftentimes when you're hand journaling, sometimes you don't get to, you know, tell it all. So that is the one thing that I do love about typing out my stories, although I don't do it a lot just because of convenience sake. So anyway, all right, I am now going to be moving on to the journaling, I think. Or wait, maybe I'm going to do the title. I think I'm going to work on my journaling right now. So again, I'm going to speed through this as well, just so it doesn't become really repetitive. But one thing that I was trying to figure out is what stories that I want to tell from this week. I think you'll see that I end up doing two, like the first and the second, and I don't do the third story because I wasn't sure exactly what story I wanted to tell, because as you can see, those 1, 2, 3, those are very short and sweet stories, I guess you could say. Maybe like one sentence just kind of gives you an idea of what was going on. And then I'm telling 3 more stories that maybe are just slightly longer. You got 2 or 3 sentences. And then on the other 2 cards, I'm telling a fuller story. So as I was working through all this, I was trying to figure out what stories did I want to be longer, what stories did I want to be like medium, and what stories did I want to be very brief. So, that is what I was thinking of as I was working on telling the stories for both of these weeks, just because, like I said, when you're doing 2 weeks combined, there's just a lot of stories that I wanted to tell. And some stories, it was fine to just say we had a family game night and it was fun. Like sometimes it doesn't need to be more than that, and sometimes it's that in a photo, and it can really jar your memory and help you remember everything. And sometimes, like the story that was on the lessons learned, I wanted to flesh that out a little bit more and, tell that story a little bit more. So anyway, it took me a minute to kind of figure that out, but I definitely did. And I got all the stories that I wanted to tell from this week. And you saw that I did my title card. And then the last thing is just really trying to figure out if there's anything more I want to add. And I did end up wanting to add a few more of the word phrase stickers. So I added, I think, one up on that flower photo. And then I did end up adding one more to that photo that looks like the gazebo at night. So I don't know if I actually am sharing that here or not, but you'll see that in the end, I end up adding it onto that photo. So anyway, you guys, that is it for this spread. Hopefully you got some inspiration when it came to working with the Teach Story Kit. I really had a good time playing with it and trying to figure out how to use all of the elements. Remember, it's so great. These story kits are so great for project life, but also for a variety of, the stories that you want to tell in your scrapbooking. As always, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. And if you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me to get viewership. So I really appreciate that. And you guys, we will see you in the next one. Bye.